Devil fruit users in One Piece are a game changer, but having one doesn't guarantee success. It all comes down to the user's intelligence, strength, endurance, and battle awareness. So who are the most intelligent devil fruit users in One Piece? So we're going to develop a system by which we are going to scale down and contextualize the devil fruit users' intelligence in One Piece. So I developed this system. We're going to use tactics, mayhem, and calculated risk to rank them. So we're going to first of all determine the devil fruit ability and the scenario, and we can assess the tactics, mayhem, and the calculated risks employed by the devil fruit use and how they correlate. So basically, tactics, mayhem, and calculated risk all form a highly intelligent character, a character who has all these three aspects, is very, very intelligent. But also we need to rank the hierarchy. So for me, tactics is a bit lesser compared to mayhem, and mayhem is lesser than calculated risks. A person who is able to take premeditated steps is more intelligent than a person who is only able to create chaos. And a person who is able to create chaos is more intelligent than a person who is able only to utilize his tactics. So tactics means strategies, mayhem means chaos, and calculated risk is the ability of a devil fruit user to take premeditated steps in order to conquer something, to achieve a goal. So we're going to start off with this segment. I call it the tactical titans, where we take the aspects of strategies, the master tacticians. So we have the first one is Law. So Law ate the OP fruit, which allows him to manipulate rooms. He is able to create rooms from anything. So we were able to see this in Punk Hazard, where Law cleverly uses his room to swap the personalities of Tashigi and Smoker, turning the tables on his opponents. So Law has, in many circumstances, he has faced off against strong, formidable opponents such as Blackbeard. We also saw him in the arc of Sabaudi Archipelago, facing off the Marines, and so forth. Many characters such as Big Mom, many characters. Second, we have Nico Robin. Nico Robin ate the flower fruit. The flower fruit and allows the user to sprout hands wherever they like. So her intelligence was there since she was little. From the age of about 8, she was able to read poneglyphs. That is something not many people can do. So far, it's only her. That shows the level of intelligence. And this was also seen in the Enies Lobby arc, where she strategically manipulates her surrounding by sprouting multiple leaves to incapacitate her foes, showcasing her tactical ingenuity and versatility in using her devil fruit powers. You also remember that she was second in command to Crocodile in the Baroque Works agent. She was referred there as Miss All Sundays, if I'm not wrong. Then we have Basil Hawkins. So this guy can calculate strategies. That is the aspect of his intelligence. You know, he was introduced as one of the supernovas in the Sabaudi Archipelago arc, and we were able to see him face off against Kuma, where he was the weak one, and he was able to calculate the chances of him surviving, and it was based on probabilities. So he ate the Stro fruit. So we also saw this during the One arc, where Hawkins predicts his opponent's movements with uncanny accuracy, leveraging his devil fruit's powers to calculate the most favorable outcomes and gaining the upper hand in combat. Go to the second segment, which are the minds behind the mayhem. So these guys are regarded as the boss level villains. You know, these guys own an arc. They're the boss villains of arcs. Like Crocodile, he owned the Alabaster arc, where he was the villain. You know, he ate the Sansan fruit, where he was able to use this ability to cause a famine in the Alabaster region, and he was able to manipulate the kingdom and the rebel forces to assume the king was the person who was causing the place to be in drought. This was impeccable, and he was able to control the Baroque Works. This shows the level of ingenuity and wickedness this guy had, and the way he was able to use his devil fruit ability to the most perfection. Next, we are able to see Gecko Moria. Gecko Moria was featured in the Thriller Back arc, where he was able to use his shadow fruit to manipulate and control the shadows of legends such as Ryuma. He was able to take the shadow of Zoro. He was able to take the shadows of most of the Straw Hats, and he almost alienated the Straw Hats using the shadow of Luffy and putting it in Oas, the legend, the descendant, the ancestor of the Oas. He was almost alienating them, if not so for Luffy taking all upon himself, all the ghosts, all the shadows, I mean. So this was incredible guy, but his only failure was his laid-back personality. He was not that ambitious as others characters. Next, we are able to see Capone Bege. This guy is one of the supernovas. I regard supernovas as one of the people who, in the world of One Piece, have the devil fruits abilities that are just beyond the level of others. That's why they are pirates. They have big bounties. So this guy, Capone Bege, in the Wall Cake Island arc, he was the guy. He was able to provide sanctuary for the Straw Hats, demonstrating his strategic thinking and resourcefulness in the face of all the overwhelming odds. This guy is just impeccable. The next guy we have is Doflamingo. This guy, you know, he ate the string fruit. He comes from a family of Celestials, and you know, his family is down there in the hierarchy of Celestials, but he's that guy. He was able to form underground coalitions. He was the bad guy in Dressrosa. He's very cunning. You know, Doflamingo is the guy who can manipulate. He's like Crocodile, but on a different scale, if not the same. Now we need to analyze the calculated conqueror. This segment I just dedicated it to Blackbeard's brilliance. Blackbeard has 2 devil fruit powers by which he gained them mischievously in malicious ways. So he has the Trema fruit and the Dark fruit. These are Logia and Paramecia fruits. You know, it is something that has never occurred. He has two devil fruits. You know, the guy is just unique. The way he thinks 2 steps ahead, and is able to create plans. We are able to see this from his introduction, the way he talks to Luffy. I think this was during the Jaya arc, where Luffy was going to go to Skypiea, something that no one believed so, if not so for Blackbeard. You know, Blackbeard is known for his intelligence and the cunning ways he has. So Blackbeard, intelligence is just up there. The way he navigated the Impel Down using his ability, and the way he became a warlord by just capturing Luffy's brother Ace, and the way he recruited his force, the Blackbeard pirate, and the way he was able to take the devil fruit of Whitebeard. The guy is just invincible. That is what I can use it to describe him. He's intelligent. His intelligence is invisible. So I think he's a strategic thinker. He is able to create chaos. He's able to use tactics, and he's able to plan, to take premeditated steps in achieving something. He knows the risk and he takes them. So this is the guy. So from this, I can conclude that the tactical brilliance of Law and Robin to the calculated schemes of Crocodile and Blackbeard, each character brings a unique flavor of intellect to the table. But to me, I think so that the most highly intelligent will be defined by those 3, will be scaled according to that system that was tactics, mayhem, and calculated risk to determine the level of intelligence. So I think Blackbeard checks off all those boxes. So I think Blackbeard is going to be the first one up there in the ranking system as the most highly intelligent, followed by Doflamingo, Crocodile, Law, Hawkins, Robin, and Capone. Then Gecko Moria as the least intelligent. So guys, remember to subscribe to this channel. Tell me down in the comments who do you think that deserves to be on this list, and who probably is higher in the scaling of these characters in terms of intelligence. That's it.